Hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat, a Resurrection Day Sunday afternoon chat. That's right, Easter Sunday 2021. What a fantastic, glorious day it's been. We had just an incredibly great church at Midway Hills Baptist Church today. I understand they had a great church at Keys Baptist Church. My granddaughter Jordan, they said, was rocking out on the drums. She's the drummer there in their praise band, and just the little girl does a great job. She's the cute one, pounding on the drums. That's exactly what she is. She's on her way down here right now to fish with Granddad this evening, and going to be fishing tomorrow as well. Be talking about that in a moment. We got some thank yous I want to tell people. We've had a great week this week. We have an incredibly great week planned for next week, and I just can't wait for that week to happen. I'm going to be telling you at the end of this video, talking a little bit about resurrection. The resurrection, what it means to you on a day-by-day basis. We know what the resurrection means for eternity, but what it means to you on a day-by-day basis. I also want to be talking to you about how you can win a fishing trip with Jimmy. That's right, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to giving those trips away. We're going to give away one fishing trip on Facebook, one on YouTube, and I'll be telling you how you can enter to win that trip, as well as all of the other great prizes we're going to give away all the way through 2021. My goal is to give away something on every Sunday afternoon chat. I don't have anything to give away now. Don't you dare change channels. But I'm going to tell you how to win, and I'll tell you what we're going to give away, I think, next week. I've already picked something out. I just didn't get anything picked out for this week. I'm sorry about that. We've just been so busy. And but anyway, by the way, if you're not subscribed to the Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that little bell so it'll ding every time we put a video up. We put one up Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a lot of times on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday as well. Our Catch of the Day channel, I want to say happy birthday to the Catch of the Day channel. Our Catch of the Day channel, make sure you're subscribed to that also, is actually 1 year old. That's right, April 1 last year was when we started this channel. We had been doing some of the daily devotionals on the Jimmy Houston Outdoors channel, but we're now doing them all on its own channel, and in that 1 year it's grown from zero to 12,500, 12,600 subscribers right now. We have a great bunch of people, about 4,000 that look at that video every single day. I don't know what the other 8,000 are doing, but we have 4,000 that look at that every single day, and I promise you it's the most important channel on YouTube. It will change your life. Just ask my buddy Luke Crane Outdoors. Got saved at a revival just here a while back, and I'm just so tickled and happy about that. By the way, speaking of getting saved, you talk about Easter Sunday. My preacher's granddaughter got saved this morning at Midway Hills Baptist Church. The preacher's granddaughter got saved on Easter Sunday. How great is that? That is something that neither one of them will ever forget. Easter Sunday 2021. We've had a great week here this week. We had a great week. I had a buddy of mine come in from Missouri, Roger Boatwright, and his son Johnny. Johnny's got a big farm up. They call them farms up in. It's twice the size of this. It's about 5,000 acres, but they call them a farm, not a ranch, up in Kentucky. And he does soybeans and corn. And just a great guy. We had a great time. We caught a lot of fish. Just a tremendously good fishing trip. And we fished, I think, on Monday of this week. We fished one lake in the morning, one lake in the afternoon. We caught over 100 bass, and probably 10 or 15 of those bass was over 5 pounds. So just an incredible day. This is the very best time of the year to go fishing. If you only go fishing 1 or 2 or 3 times a year, do it right now. Do it right now. The fish are really biting. I also had a great chance this week to fish with another great fisherman that I've known for a long time, the great Edwin Evers from right here in Oklahoma, one of our great Oklahoma champions. He's won the Bassmaster Classic. He's won the MLF championship. He's just a tremendous fisherman and a great person. I've always known how great an individual he was. And he's got a YouTube channel, by the way, Edwin Evers Fishing. We'll be showing you some of that fishing trip probably here within the next couple of weeks. Within the next couple of weeks, we'll be showing you some of that fishing trip. But he is a great fisherman. If you want to learn about fishing, Edwin Evers Fishing, you can really learn a lot about it. He's got about 30,000 on his YouTube channel, and he's got a real high percentage of watchers of that 30,000. So go in there and subscribe. We'll be showing some of that. I want to give a great big thank you to a man that I fished with, not this past week, but the week before, the Lakeport guy. That's right, my buddy Justin Rackley. And Justin just put up a couple of videos from fishing here. One where he was fishing, one when Justin and I were fishing together. We've added a couple thousand subscribers, which is helping all of y'all because we're getting closer to that 100,000 mark. When we hit 100,000 on YouTube, we're going to draw a name out of our YouTube coupons, a name out of our Facebook coupons, and both those winners will receive a fishing trip right here at Twin Eagle Ranch. And we can do that sometime late spring or this summer, whenever we hit that 10,000 mark. We're about 93,000 plus right now, so only about 7,000 away from 100,000 mark. If all of y'all that are watching today would get 2 or 3 of your buddies to subscribe to Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube channel, we could hit that 100,000, really quickly. We had a lot of fun with Justin. I just want to personally, publicly thank Justin for coming, having a great time with us. He's going to bring his little girl over here, and she's going to catch her first fish, I think, here at our ranch. It'll be a real special deal for her, but it'll be special for me and for Justin also. As I speak right now, I told you we've got some great plans for this coming week, starting today. My son Jamie and his wife Mandy and my granddaughter Jordan are on the way down here with John Freewalt and his wife Casey, and they're going to come down and fish this evening. I'm actually going to have 2 boats in the water when they get here. They went to church at home at Keys Baptist Church this morning, and they're on their way down here right now. It's a 200-mile drive, so they're on the way down here to fish this evening. We might get to fish from about 5 o'clock until dark, and then they're going to be able to fish tomorrow also. Chris has got a bunch of hamburgers planned for tonight, so that's going to be great. We haven't done this yet, so it's not going to be in the next week or so, but we'll probably shoot it within the next 2 or 3 weeks. A great catch, clean, and cook video planned to do with my buddy Daniel Arms and his son Houston and Jacoby, one of Houston's little running buddies that just goes with him just about everywhere, and a great boy. He's been over here with Houston several times, and so we're going to try to do a catch, clean, and cook, and we're going to try to do crappie. We may throw a few bass in there too. We have to keep a few of the smaller bass, for lake management, but we're going to try to get that done sometime in the next couple of weeks, and have a great time with that, doing a great catch, clean, and cook, and have a big fish fry over here with Daniel's family and my family, and we'll have a ball doing that. Y'all enjoy dropping by and eating with us there. I'm sure Daniel will be doing a video on it. I know we will also. Congratulations to Daniel, by the way. He's over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Check it out, Arms Family Homestead. Another channel that I've talked to you about here a while back, and they're just doing really good. They started from 0, and they've got close to 1,000 subscribers right now, is 814 Worship. My friend Dave Lefebvre, who's a great national tournament fisherman, fishes big national tournaments and does an incredible job, just a super fisherman. They've got a channel called 814 Worship, 814 Worship, and they're putting out a video about, I don't know if they're putting it out once a week or once a month. They're putting out a song and a video, and tremendous listening. Those guys and girls are really talented. So if you haven't checked out 814 Worship lately, you definitely want to check them out too, because they are really talented. I mean, I'm so amazed at people. I can play an accordion. And I can play a piano, obviously, with my right hand, since accordion is the same deal with the right hand. I can play a piano with my right hand. I can't sing a lick, so can't do that. But anyway, that's a great channel to check out too. I just watched some of their music this morning, and they're really good. So check out Dave Lefebvre over there with 814 Worship. I want to give a great big thank you to so many of you out there that have just been so kind to us. And one of our buddies from up in Minnesota, Rika Kramer, Anna Rika, sent some gifts to us this week, and she sent some real nice cards and very nice notes, and she sent some gift cards. She sent 3 separate gift cards, and they were sizable gift cards, and we really appreciate Rika. She sent that so we'll be able to buy more carrots and grapes and Cheerios and stuff for the deer. By the way, when Roger Boatwright and his son Johnny came, they stopped and bought a full case of the big boxes of Cheerios, so didn't bring me anything, but but they brought something for Lucy and her babies, Lucy and the deer. We are only probably, maybe within a month or so, we start having babies around here, and Lucy's getting bigger every day. Kind of thinking that Jenny may not have a baby. This is, she's just a year old in May, so she's not quite a year old yet. Lucy will be 3 years old. Isn't that something? 3 years old, June the 1st. And but I think Lucy will have babies. She didn't have her babies last year until June 29th, so we may have quite a bit of time to wait. But I think that she's going to have them earlier. She seems like she's getting bigger, because she eats like a pig, not a deer. But anyway, Anna Rika sent us some gift cards and some really, really nice notes. She also sent us a real nice spinner, which we're going to hang down here at the dock. She said that's where she'd like to see it. She said she had bought it or somebody had given it to her and she can't use it. She had no place to hang it, or they wouldn't allow her to hang it there where she lives in Minnesota or something. But she gave that to us. It's got a real nice heart on it. She's written the names of all the deer on that heart. So we're going to hang that down here around the we've got spinners on our front porch. We love them. You know, they move in the wind and it just makes something. It's kind of redneck fun. So Rika, we appreciate that. Thank you so very much, girl. We hear from Rika pretty much every single day, so that's always a thrill to get to hear from her. But it's a thrill to get to hear from all of y'all. And you know, I've been working daylight till dark, and we've been fishing a lot. I actually only fished 3 days this last week. I'm kind of ashamed to tell you that, but that's all I fished. I'd fished 8 days in a row before that, but this last week I only fished, I guess I fished Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and that was it. That's terrible, isn't it? That's terrible. But I'm going to go this evening, and so we've got a great week planned this week, and we're going to have a lot of fun. But I kind of need to let my hands heal up. My hands were so cut up and split up. We actually ordered some new red hand cream to try to keep my hands from splitting, because when I fish all day like I do, but we haven't had time to keep up with the answering the comments as well as we like to. I think we do have them all answered and caught up till today, but some of that I've been doing at 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we get up early, so we really don't need to be staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, but I have been. But I don't require much sleep, thankfully. Sleep is highly overrated. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, sleep is highly overrated. You heard that from Jimmy. Sleep is highly overrated. But I tell you what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to give away some Blaze Series rod and reel combo, and I'm going to give away a camo rod and reel combo. I'm going to give a Blaze Series Blaze Series rod and reel camo, Jimmy Houston Blaze Series, the new ones we just come out with. I'm going to give one of those away to a YouTube winner. I'm going to give a camo combo away to a Facebook winner. So if you're wanting one or the other, you need to go over there and jump on Facebook as a friend if you have Facebook. If you're on Facebook and you'd kind of like to have a shot at winning that Blaze Series rod and reel, go over there and subscribe to that YouTube channel and enter. How do you enter that contest, you're asking? The way you enter to win the prizes for the entire year of 2021, including the fishing trips here, once we hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, the way you enter to win is you text. I don't do it any other way, because none other way works. You text us your name, city, and state, and your email address if you have one, to our pecan phone. Our pecan phone number is 580-618-7260. 580-618-7260. Next Sunday afternoon chat. Don't let me forget it now, and I might between now and then, because I plan on doing a lot of fishing and hunting this week. But yeah, we're gonna give that away, a Blaze Series spinning rod combo to someone on YouTube. We're going to give away a camo combo rod and reel combination to somebody on Facebook. And by the way, I did get a question from somebody that bought a couple of our Blaze Series spinning rods and reels, and they said the reels had no line on them. They don't come on really good rod and reels. Line only comes on the cheaper rod and reels, and so when you buy better stuff, it'll come with no line. I did promise to do a wind lining video, how to wind line on a spinning reel, which we have done. Will probably be up. Might be up Monday night, probably be up Wednesday night. If it's not, I don't know, but it'll probably be up this next week. So watch that video, and it'll teach you how to wind line properly on a spinning reel with absolutely no twist. 100% no twist. We'll show you how to do that. It's kind of a cute little video. It's going to be really, really nice to watch, and you'll know how to wind line on your spinning reels. The two that we give away, I might go ahead and put some 20-pound high seas braid on there for you already. I get mine in a real big spool, and so I might just go ahead and fill that for you. I might not. It's not a guarantee. For whoever wins that, I might not. But I might. If I just got a few minutes that I can do it. But to enter those contests, 580-618-7260. It's going to put you in the hopper, our golden hopper, with all the coupons in it. We got one color coupon, red or blue, for YouTube, one for Facebook, and for next week we'll draw out one of each, and I'm going to give you a Jimmy Houston Blaze Series combo on YouTube, and the Facebook winner will receive a camo combo. So if you want to try to win one or the other, that's what you're going to do. I had mentioned that Roland Martin, I mentioned that my buddy Roland Martin had built me a turkey call. This particular turkey call is called a boat paddle. And the reason it's called a boat paddle, it's big. It's off some famous boat paddles. I had a boat paddle. It was just absolutely amazing, and somehow somebody got away with it, that Dick Kirby gave me, and that was a real prized possession. Dick Kirby's not with us anymore. World champion call maker from New York, Quaker Boy Calls. Quaker Boy Calls, one of the best brands out there, maybe the best brand out there in calls. This is one that Roland Martin handcrafted for me. As you can see, I don't know if you can read it there, but as you can see, Roland wrote me an entire letter up on the boat paddle. If I'd had a regular call, he couldn't have said all that. But he wrote me a letter, and it's really, really nice because he gives a little history in there. Roland's been building turkey calls for over 30 years. He's selling these on his YouTube channel, Roland Martin Outdoors, or Fishing with Roland Martin. I don't know how he counts that. But he's got about 150,000 on his YouTube channel. And he told me about that. Actually, this call right here comes from Butternut off of Johnny Morris's ranch on Table Rock Lake. That's just where the butternut this call come. The top of it is a walnut. That came from our buddy Ronnie Curry's place over in Missouri also. So this, not only is this a special call handcrafted by Roland Martin himself, I think he sells these for $200, which is worth way more than that. You know, as the time goes by, it's no telling what these calls will be worth. He's only made about 300 of them in his lifetime, and this is the second one he's made me, and I'm just tickled to death with it. I had a turkey going really, really good this morning, a big gobbler here. That's all you got to do right there to call turkeys. This call I'll try to make a lot of noise with in the middle of the day. When turkeys are not gobbling, I'll walk through the woods and hear all that noise. That's a lot of it. It's really loud. Boat paddles are really, really loud. They can hear it for a long way off. Sometimes you can get a turkey to gobble. Sometimes you get a turkey to gobble that wouldn't gobble at any other call. And once you get that, then you get him located, you move in a little closer, start working your other calls, and you can really catch him. Great call. What an incredibly great call. Thank you, Roland Martin. And like I said, this is the second one I've got, so I'm really, that just shows you, we're good friends. You know, we're Roland to build 2 calls for somebody. I'm not even sure he's built 2 calls for Johnny Morse. Probably has. Okay, I want to end this thing right here because I got to get those boats in the water. I'm going to put 2 boats in the water, so we'll have boats for everybody to fish out of this evening. But I want to tell you, I want to just talk about, this is Resurrection Sunday. This is the most important day in history for mankind. Certainly if you're a Christian. Without this day, there would be no need for churches. There would be no need for preachers. There would be no need for anything but graveyards. That's all. That's all we'd need. But God has turned graveyards into gardens. God has given us a chance to live eternally with Him when a dead man walked out of a grave. That dead man's name was Jesus Christ. They killed Him. They beat Him up almost to the point of death, and then they hung Him on a cross, and He dropped His blood on the ground to pay for your sins and mine, and then they buried Him in a tomb. I've walked in that tomb. I've been in that tomb. I've sat there and put my hands on the grave where they laid Jesus Christ. The first day nothing happened. The second day nothing happened. But the third day, just like He predicted, Jesus Christ walked out of that grave. When He walked out of that grave, He proved that He had victory over death. He proved that we could walk out of that grave ourselves. He proved that we could one glorious day meet Him in heaven, spend eternity with Him. We're all going to die. We're all going to leave this earth unless Jesus Christ comes back first. It could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it'll happen in a twinkling of an eye. I could be standing here doing one of these Sunday afternoon chats and look up and here comes Jesus. And I'm going to hold my hand up and say, grab me, take me home. But if that doesn't happen in my lifetime, your lifetime, we're all going to die. We're going to spend eternity in either heaven or hell. And that's what Resurrection Sunday is all about. But let me give you 5 things real quickly. And I had these written down in my Bible. And our preacher, Chopper McCartney, it doesn't really do a traditional Easter service, very many Easters. He's done some, but he preaches in other parts of the Bible. And I notice that when I'm in church on Sunday, where the preacher is for that Sunday, I'll write it down, like September 4th, 1998. And then when as I go through the years, I look back there and Chopper preached a sermon on this right here, September 4th, 1998. And I noticed that he was in Peter and he was in Philippians this morning, which was written by Paul. He was in Peter and he was in Philippians, and I looked on there and I saw that he had preached in those same two books in 2017, 2019, 2020. And somewhere along the way, I don't know where it was, and I visited with Chopper after church and told him, Chopper, I had 5 things written down about the resurrection that is important in our everyday life, every single day. And I had these things written down: hope, enthusiasm, endurance, purpose, and attitude. Now, the resurrection is all about going to heaven. It's all about when we die, we're going to go to heaven. But the 5 things, and I think he preached this sermon. It could have been somewhere else in another church I was in or something, but I'm pretty sure, since I've got several sermons that Chopper preached about the resurrection out of Philippians and out of 1 Peter, and so I think that he did this. He said, I remember that sermon. I remember that sermon. So and I don't remember how well he preached on it. It's been maybe as far back as I had one written down in 2017, so it's probably that one. But anyway, the one thing the resurrection does that we can live by day, and that's what's important right now. The resurrection means that we're going to spend eternity with God in heaven, and with all of our friends and relatives that have gone on before us, all of them that'll come after us. We will spend forever with them. But one thing the resurrection does on a day-by-day basis is it gives us hope. No matter what happens, no matter what we're going through, no matter sickness, illness, death. Apache, my buddy Apache here on the ranch, lost a very, very close friend yesterday evening. We were out fertilizing, doing a video on putting NutriPlot on some of our food plots, and he got the phone call, and it's a tremendous loss. But even when we go through things like deaths of friends or family members, we have hope. We remain here. When something happens to one of our loved ones, we remain here, but we remain in here with a full hope of where they are, and that one day we'll walk up and hug them again. The second thing that I had written down on my Bible, and like I said, I'm not really sure who preached this sermon. I don't remember all that much about the sermon, but these 5 points really stick in my mind. Enthusiasm. Because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, we can have enthusiasm in everything we do. We can be excited about every project we tackle. We can be excited about every day when we get up in the morning. We just ought to be enthusiastic, because we know that death has no power over us. Endurance is the third thing that was written down. Endurance. I'm telling you, we can run the race no matter what. Paul said in another part of the Bible, I have run my race. I have run my race. And he tells us, he talks about Christianity and believing in God, being a part of like an athlete. You got to run the good race. You got to run to win the prize. And that's what we need. And the resurrection of Jesus Christ, when he walked out of that grave, gives us endurance to fight every day's battle. No matter what it is, we have endurance to fight it. It gives us a purpose in life. Oh my goodness, it gives us a purpose in life. How many times have you felt that you were just unwanted, unneeded, unloved? Nobody really cared. You really had no purpose of being here. Now, I know that happens to a lot of people because there's so many suicides. And I don't know what brings somebody to suicide, but I think that sometimes they might feel like that they're not needed here. They're not needed here. We all want to feel needed. I want to feel needed. Chris wants to feel needed. You want to feel needed. We all want to feel needed. We have a purpose in life. One of those purposes is to share the story of the resurrection of Jesus Christ so other people can spend eternity in heaven also. So we have a purpose. We have a purpose, and God's made a purpose for all of us in our life. And once we get saved, he puts his Holy Spirit inside of us, and that Spirit will lead us to the purpose that God has for us. The last is attitude, and I love this, Mando, I love this. Attitude. The resurrection should give us an attitude of victory, an attitude of winning above all costs, an attitude that everything is going to be all right when everything seems like it's going to be wrong. An attitude that we serve a supernatural God. We're getting situations and problems and troubles where naturally we see no way out. But you have to have a supernatural God that can watch his son Jesus die on a cross, covered in bloods and scars and whiplashes, and wearing a crown of thorns that was digging into his head, where we serve a God that is so supernatural, so powerful, that he can watch his son die and yet just wait 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then let him walk out of that grave. So our attitude ought to be in victory no matter what goes on, no matter what's happening. When we're running last in that race, we just look up there and say, I'm going to keep running. I'm going to keep running. My attitude's going to be great no matter what. So that's the 5 things that the resurrection means for us. As we walk on this earth today, we know what it means for eternity, but the resurrection gives us hope, gives us enthusiasm, endurance, purpose, and a great attitude. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. It's a Resurrection Sunday. We've just got like the perfect day to go fishing. Winds aren't too bad. It's cloudy. It's 72 or 73 degrees. I can't wait for Jamie and Jordan and Mandy and John and Casey to get here. We're going to go catch a few. We may even fillet some up for supper. Guys and girls, remember, I love you.